Well, some more Tetchim, some more Longer of the Chosen. We are heading out to a jailbreak mission. First time having that Taznal blade on our Buccaneer, so we can see how much that improves. Oh, hang on. Is that? Yes, that is. Full jail cells.
Entering squad concealment.
Back all the way back where we started here. Started off with a good old acid grenade craft, and then we can scooch up here.
Attacking there.
A little bit of scouting. Should have reasonably small detection range thanks to the Advent armor, so don't mind using him for scouting. Alright. Couple drones left, couple drones right. Oh, a specialist here. Can you see this drone from here? Yes. Yeah, let's see if we can hack that. In HP, so we can't Trojan kill it, but we can Trojan hurt it, I guess.
We could use one of those.
And most importantly, the drone is shut down, so it won't detect us from the right side.
Got it.
Right, let's figure out what we want to do about those guys.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
You're not a main sniper. Okay, so this is the new weapon, right? So we can charge for one action and then fire. That's how I understand it. So I'm not sure if there's even any hit chance involved. Is there a point in steadying weapon?
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
My blade seeks blood.
No point going on the high ground with Buccaneer, so we're just gonna sneak up on them here down below. And we can open up next turn.
We should take the fight to the enemy.
Drone hiding in there is kind of annoying, but we'll figure it out. Alright, so
Ready to engage.
charge. And now I have two buttons here. Targeted and free aiming. Free aiming gives me this. Right, and targeted is just a regular shot. Okay. Now, in the past, it's been a while. So I've used this weapon before, but it's been like, I almost want to say more than a year since then, and you could like disregard line of sight and shoot anywhere on the map. I think line of sight has been fixed, so you actually have to have line of sight to that spot, but anything in squad side line of sight you can target. Damage-wise, though, I'm looking at this, 7 to 10. That seems kind of lackluster compared to a coil rifle. 10 to 15. Let's do an AoE, right? So, you know, I'm just gonna Overwatch with sniper rifle on our knife marksman, because that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna overwatch with you, and then we're gonna use the free aiming AoE version here.
This one might be carrying something. They spotted us.
Okay. 7 to 10 attack. Killed the 15 HP muton. And we activated a whole bunch of gods. I wanted to activate the drone and I was greedy for the loot.
Drinks are on me.
Didn't necessarily want to activate the whole map here. Let me just get rid of this.
Another successful conquest.
Do we have the damage to Burial Blade any of these fools? Not really. What do we have left here? We have potential to give some additional teamwork, so we can throw some grenades, but I think they're all out of range. So maybe teamwork and going all in on the Buccaneer here to clean up as much as possible, or like the biggest threats. The Sorcerer. What can you do? We do have rescue protocols, so we can go in aggressively with the Buccaneer and then rescue them to a better position, hopefully. They're in a better place now. I think that's gotta be the play. Let's definitely make a gas grenade here. I do have bioimmunities. I'm just wondering if I want to just feed both actions. I guess I don't have that much non-turn ending stuff. I have lightning slash. So getting one action allows me then to lightning slash, and then I can do some stuff here. You know, slash him once, lightning, and then burial blade, and then probably Tess reaping somebody else, and that's it. So then the question becomes, do I want to throw a grenade first here? We hit these two guys, but again, I really want to kill the sorcerer anyway, so what's the point? One tile away from good cover positions. I think I will just sit here. Teamwork.
With you, mate.
And like keep the second teamwork in case rescue protocol does not get me far enough away. So I can have another out. Alright, sorcerer is definitely the biggest threat here.
Unworthy of my attention.
I don't see the armored trooper anymore. Pathfinders are kind of dangerous, but at the same time their weapon has fairly big aim penalties. Since we're sitting far away, I'm not too concerned. I think we're just gonna go a reapin on the priest. Double grace. Cool. I can come back. No, that's exactly what I thought. I don't feel that feels like it's far enough. On the other hand, I want to be able to get back into the action next turn. Oh, I completely forgot. I also have Whippet. Could we have used Whippet here at some point? Maybe. Now, let's see. Let's move you back here.
Require my aid.
Now, a rescue protocol also gives some dodge, I think. I always forget. Boost dodge. Small boost to dodge and mobility. 15 extra dodge. Not the biggest thing to keep me alive. I want to see if the Pathfinders can flank me. Well, he could run up here. And they could do their... they have the smart scanner, giving them 3 additional mobility. Be more concerned about this guy. With 3 mobility, he cannot get here behind the tower and flank me. I mean, it's 3 tiles, but each tile costs 1.5 mobility. Oh, that's the priest. Never mind. I'll find out even worse, though. If the priest is out of the way, nah, he cannot get there. I think we're fine there. Sitting in full cover. I think that I'd rather take the action to get she's a little bit closer-ish somewhere. Well, still in full cover, maybe. Ah, damn it. Hang on, before we make any move, I think I'm just gonna pop that drone so that the damage from Trojan is enough to kill it. Okay. Everybody's sitting in a half cover. I don't think it makes a difference. I just want to be a little bit closer so I can run and throw some grenades next turn. Double grace there. That was disgraceful. Wow. Okay, I did not see that one coming. Also, oh, he's gonna sacrifice himself to revive the sorcerer. What a little shit. I just killed that. Okay. Frost Warrior buff on the guy who's already taken his turn. That's okay. Oh, no, not the blind. Why is this? Oh, no. Like, it's not a strong ability, it's just annoying. It's like an... I'm gonna debuff the player's UI. I'm not actually debuffing the soldier. Okay. Wouldn't that be nice if that also cured my blind, eh?
Yes. I shall win your battle shortly.
Right. So, what you telling me? Oh yes, right, the frickin' ammo debuffed my damage here. Okay, I need to think about this one. So, well, you Thrill of the Hunt. Flank literally everybody. Real nice. Okay, first of all, swift throw on the one close here and see what kind of damage we get.
Gotta do better.
Agree. Let's take the whippet shot. That is a plasma shotgun, by the way. Innovative rounds are done.
A waste of time and energy.
Okay, then that makes him low enough that I can burial blade. Burial knife this guy. I really shouldn't though. At least not from here. I think we're gonna grapple. Oh, there. Gets me closer for the knife throw. Gets me high ground.
Take the high road.
That's a guaranteed kill free action.
Woo. You see that?
You know what? Might as well frostbite that guy. With more free actions. And then what? We shoot the other guy?
How many is that now?
That works. That works. So hang on.
Rock and roll.
Okay, what's the point of charging if I need to reload first?
Good to go. Armor still holding.
Stepping off.
Kind of weird that it has both the charging mechanic and the regular armor mechanic. So okay, you should just make up your mind. Anyway, I think we're just gonna slash this guy.
Hardly a challenge.
Hauling ass that way.
Grab that loot. Yeah, it's 10 enemy skills.
And another treasure pack for your man Fuse.
Confirmed coordinates.
We have alien activity, so there's something still left on the map.
Come, victory awaits us.
Let's go. Let's- I'm thinking we definitely, considering we brought a heavy with rockets, we haven't fired enough rockets here. Why don't we make what I like to call dynamic entry to the jail track?
Security detail should be getting its equipment from your suppliers.
It's gonna cut down on travel time.
Heading out.
Okay, there's some couple guys in there. Are they on the roof? What do we have? A hunter drone and another sorcerer. Okay.
Finally.
So, if I
Reloading.
understand it correctly, the whole charging thing is for either fire this turn or next turn at the latest. After that, you're gonna waste your charge action. Probably still up there. I think I'm just gonna pop up
Reckon
here.
I fancy attacking there.
Can throw a grenade with fastball if we want to, if we need to. Okay, great. They are still there.
Enemy
And it's
here.
actually 3 of them. Because we killed the sorcerer twice. Because we can't reach anything because we have very fucking manual throwing range. No. Let's see, you know, this was 10 to 13 on the targeted shots. If we do the free aiming shot, what do we get? Most importantly, we get cover destruction. Can't even lob the grenade through the window here. Awful. Wonder how many people are already getting tired of me complaining about the grenade Geneva not doing what I needed to do. Well, but maybe if we open up the terrain a little bit more, that might help. Hopefully not hitting the jail cells. Well, they knew the risk when they signed up for this mission, right? We didn't free you from a jail? What jail? There's no jail here. Yeah, easy. All you need to make a Geneva work is some bunker buster rockets. Okay, so he's burning. The drone we can probably just hack.
Not a problem.
So there's the cell hack here for next turn. Oh, tower hack is nothing interesting. Okay.
Making new
Alright,
friends.
shut you down. We still need to get line of sight on that sorcerer again, so we can finish him off. So he's not dead, he just fell down.
Hack the planet.
So kinda hoping... Oh, he might have fallen down here. Yeah, considering that's the tile he was... Well, was he on this tile or was he on the one tile left to it? I don't know. Let's just go in as far as we can get. Yeah, no, okay, he's there. Alright, so... Now this dashing attack, that is the attack that Buccaneer normally don't have. Dashing melee move. That they get from this sword.
Terribly unsatisfying.
Is this what we're looking for? Here I come. I have it.
Like the moment you move, you're like, should I have really moved next to the tile that's on fire? That's fine. What do we have? Large intel cache or small supply cache? I think we definitely want the large intel.
Security. We're in.
Just imagining you're sitting in those jail cells and you hear explosions all around and you're like, crap, what's happening out there? Then you come outside to half the building missing. And it's like, oh yeah, it's the sneaker guerrilla operation XCOM rebel team that's rescuing us.
Back in.
We can entrench now. Or better aim. Now that all enemies are dead. We might have to fight some reinforcements here, I don't know. Same as before. Combat protocol on the drone to make sure it dies from Trojan, or, you know, we've been high rolling both of those for 9 damage instead of 8.
Pulling off here.
Approaching target now.
You got everybody?
Good to go.
There's one more guy in the cell, isn't there? Yeah, come on.
Yes, 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 yes. I shall win your battle shortly.
Copy that.
No opportunity for Skulljack.
Double time it.
Will do.
Moving a lot of people around here. Okay. That's a weird movement action cam. It's almost like you're not moving at all. Okay, still no reinforcements, I think, at this point.
Moving to position.
Anyone who can make it into the evac can leave.
On the move. Gonna attack there.
Evac confirmed.
Finally.
The rebels cannot make it out this turn, it's fine. He can come next turn or whenever he feels like it. No pressure. He's faceless anyway.
Status confirmed. We've secured a civilian contact. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
2 people with 1 little wound there. Well, big fan of the blade. It's actually, you know, it's working out. The downside is I feel like the laser-edged sword we were using previously was a little bit more reliable on the aim side. But here's the thing, you know, I could complain about the double grace on the Frost Priest, who then blinded me. But if I had the normal blade, I wouldn't even have the option to attack the Frost Priest, because I wouldn't have had that attack move.
Destruction left in their wake. XCOM refuses to let go of the ways of the old world. They will continue their wanton and reckless crimes until the entire world burns around them. We are grateful to the elders for their support in ending this menace once and for all.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have field surgeons, so we, even though those were 1-point wounds, we're gonna take the injury timer here. Over here, more rockets more often. Yes, please. And then we get 25 intel and a whole bunch of rebels and some rookies that we're probably just gonna dismiss because it's a little bit late in the campaign to train rookies. Unless somebody has exceptional stats like 75 aim. Holy crap. 75 and 73. It's 25, 26 combat intelligence. That's high combat intelligence, I'm fairly certain. That is so tempting to still. I know that they're not gonna see much action. Like, look at this. We have like 7 people here that's still waiting for trial by fire promotions. And then we have a whole bunch of sergeant ranks. Like what? 8 sergeants? Still waiting to get up there. A full page of staff sergeants. Which is like, staff sergeant I think is like the okay at this stage of the campaign. They can contribute. You can bring them on the mission without having to compensate for that. But you're not going to build a full squad out of staff sergeants. And almost a full page of tech sergeants here, which is like your bread and butter people for the campaign or for missions. Almost a full page of gunnery sergeant. How many people do we have in the barracks? Almost a full page of gunnery sergeants here, so they are kind of the can carry in a mission a little bit. And then of course master sergeants, which often end up for me being the, okay, I'm not going to bring you on the mission because I don't want you to steal XP from the others, unless I really need somebody who can punch above their weight. No, it's not like it costs us anything to train them, right? 75 aim. Low mobility. I kind of want to see what we don't have in terms of shooter classes. We don't have a gunner, right? We don't have an akimbo, but with the low mobility, that's a little bit questionable at best. I think we could make a shooty saboteur, because even a low ranking phantom stealth class can be useful on a mission. I can bring a Lance Corporal saboteur on an HQ assault. No problem. Their only job is scouting. The rank doesn't matter. Just well, I guess it does matter in terms of, do they have any perks that make them less likely to be seen. Alright, I think we're gonna, yeah, let's get Rob into some saboteur training. And Tommy here into some gunner training. And we'll see if we actually get to see them on a mission. I still think I want a high-ranking gunner. And if I see somebody on the black market, I'll probably take those guys. Alright. Everything else is doing something. Do have an engineer not doing anything, so Shanna's probably gonna complain. Oh, I installed a new mod that adds... Is it the inventory pod? No. I thought it was adding it to the commander's quarters. The mission history. Okay, the button is here. Now, obviously, it can only list missions since I installed the mod, but it will basically give you a history of all your missions, what kind of mission it was, right, a jailbreak, how much infiltration we had, in which region we did it, and what the strength force level of that region was at that point, outcomes, what kind of rewards we got, etc., etc. Kind of a little journal here. What I really like about it, keeping track of kind of cooldowns on missions, like, oh, when did we have the last retaliation? Can we get a retaliation or invasion or stuff like that again? And you can quickly look it up. You can kind of keep track, you know, rendezvous missions. Did I have a rendezvous in this region? Do I have any faceless left? Oh yeah, I had a rendezvous in New India. No more faceless in New India. And it's just, you know, a nice little history. Super cool. I hope it doesn't have any negative performance impacts because, you know, you're storing additional data. Will that bloat my save game size? But it's... You'd think it's just a couple of text strings. That shouldn't be too much save game file bloat. We'll figure it out. What we're also going to figure out is what we're doing on the geoscape. Infiltrating the black site. We're still running intel in West Africa. And we're not infiltrating anything else. I think part of the reason was we were holding the intel back so we can do some other tags. And the other idea was that we could potentially really relay, because like all the regions we can contact at the moment are probably going to be completely screwed up when it comes to strength. Then on the other hand, we did the math the other day, right? 78 legions on the planet, everything is kind of screwed up. So, hang on. So given all of that, I think the most reasonable thing is to contact Western US. Inside knowledge is a really, really good continent bonus. We would still need another network tower to actually unlock it, but this also gives us then 2 contacts to these regions. So if you build a tower here, even for 650 supplies, we have access to these avatar facilities. I think that's the fastest way to actually get there. Yeah, let's make contact. Now, we're gonna utilize the last of our available contact resources.
All of our available communications
Capacity.
We can't establish any new contacts until we upgrade our systems.
What's this then? Gets admin's attention. No.
Attempting to establish local regional contact.
15-hour timer. Not high enough rank for infiltrator. Oh yeah, the Machinotron heavy cannon, heavy weapon. Anything else we want to get in here? Probably the Viper scale vest here thing. Oh yeah, down down to 9 Illyrium. I kind of don't want to use anything that uses too much Illyrium. Custodian AP rounds, though. Don't need any Illyrium, and they have 5 armor pen. Yes. Get those going. I'm looking at this always, and I'm like, I should be gene modding something. Just makes so much sense. You, stealthy person, should definitely have bioelectric skin.
Commander, I appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team, but as it stands, we have people still waiting for an assignment. We can have them working on construction, excavation, or staffing a facility.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress.
Yeah, this is getting up there, but we're doing the black sites, right? We got this under control. Lib 2 for an engineer with a 1-day timer. Can't quite do that. Man, those timers are awful. But I think we just fairly recently decided, okay, the whole world's screwed, we gotta run Intel here, so this is like the first set of missions we discover since changing to Intel, so they're gonna be not the best. Proving grounds, we're probably done for now. Yeah, I don't see anything that's really... Oh no, Bitterfrost rounds. We definitely want those.
Interesting choice. I'll send word as soon as we're finished, Commander.
I wanted to check if there was any more officers that need training. There are plenty. Zombie. Give me some fire discipline. And then Overlord. Same thing.
We've located the Elder's Hunter, actively working in this region, Commander.
Oh, Strength 11. Alright, that was definitely a choice. By the way, this received a patch. The screen, a little bit cleanup on the interface. I don't think anything particularly new was added. Just, you know, make it a little bit nicer to read. Well, that was a waste of everybody's intel. Okay, I mean, the missions are about to expire here, so that means they're gonna respawn.
Course for Indonesia.
So let's go all in here on detecting them. And I think when I say all in, we're actually gonna go all in. Oh boy. Strength 5 region. I hate running missions there, but we don't have much choice. Strength is getting a little bit out of control here on the globe. Alright, what do we want? We want somebody to scout and officerize us. Oh, by the way, did Denmarva not get the promotion from that mission? Okay, let's get Denmarva and let's get a tennis in here. I absolutely want to get one of my psionics in. Let's grab the null lens guy. Enough feeling the for crate extractions. We've had a lot of fun with skirmisher, combat medic. In a nice combo. Okay, let me sort out the equipment here. Alright, here's the squad. I bought an Advent Priest armor. That thing gives us 10 extra stride strength. And it also gives you sustain. And of course the usual Advent armor, reduced detection radius, which is not a big deal, but it's nice. And also I think maybe reduced infiltration time, I don't know. But yeah, any additional side strength we can get is good, right? That's kind of nice. That's the only thing I bought. And I don't know, even though we just played a mission, did this apply? Did this have a chance to apply the poison with the AoE attack of this weapon? I wasn't paying attention. I gotta pay attention to that. Also, well, normally I don't. I kind of keep Skulljacks for my actual hackers. We need more intel. We just wasted 100 intel on a contact that didn't really do all that much for us. So more Skulljacking opportunities, and agents have high hex score, so I might as well grab that here. Let me just check one thing actually. How much additional mission time would it be if we just brought somebody else here for just for a trial by fire trip? Seven days 18 as opposed to 6 days 7. Think that's okay? Yes, the main question is, who do you want to have? I think one of the sniper classes is probably most likely going to be able to still contribute on a mission like this. What are we doing anyway? Abandoned city though. That can have scuffed light sightlines. Light signs? It's now 722 because Max Sniper is big beefy boy. Who do we have for scouting here? Agent. Some additional ninja scouting. Don't think we have. Do we have a fusion blade for you, and we can steal the plasma throwing knives? Armor, and then we're down to 716. Like, yeah, we're getting some trial by fire action. That also means we're getting less XP on everybody else. On the other hand, it's also a 13 to 15 mission at the current state.
In position for deployment.
So there should be plenty of XP to go around for everybody. Ooh, minor breakthrough.
Commander,
We might have to do that facility right after the black site.
facility would deal a serious blow to their efforts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Setting course
That's
for
what
the
I'm saying.
invasion zone.
Ambush troop column. Berserker Queen.
Setting
Let's
course
freaking
for the
go.
Australian sector.
Okay. That's what we need. Okay, Yeah, Whoopi, you can stay. You can burn some people. Alright, we're gonna need those rockets. We're gonna need that spark. Do I need to cancel officer training? We got a shinobi officer. I think that should be fine. Although kind of officer with the you can't do both, right? You can't do firing the broadcaster and doing officer stuff, but we'll figure it out. Alright, so we have force level 16 behind us, right? So we gotta expect beefy stuff. Like there could be a sector port. I'm not sure if there could even be a gatekeeper on the mission already. I think I want to level you up more and see if we can make the whole this one's mine 100% crit chance with disruptor rifle, if we can make that work a little bit better. Probably then also means we want to bring your bond mate. It should get you to level 3 bond. Oh yeah, what about the does that not go in the auxiliary slot, that thing? Alright, that's unfortunate. I guess you can take that then. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up my impulse. That's just way too strong. Alright, so we got scouting. We got AoE damage with the fire. We got sniping. We got single target, triple shot, whatever we want to do here. Potential action refund cheese. So the thing is, we don't have any crystals, or very few crystals at the moment. So I'm looking at who can I bring who doesn't need additional weapon upgrades. Ooh, grenades with that insane range and radius. That seems fun. Okay, that might be it. Let's see what kind of gear we have available. We need some sort of sneaky fast armor, stun lancer. 14 health. Okay. Oh, Berserker Queen, huh? We need to keep in mind. We don't have any other. Well, we have this thing, but no, you're not melee. I think putting that on you for like 6 days for somebody who's hopefully just scouting and telling us where the enemies are, and maybe towards the end taking a shot with that boltcaster, I think that's a waste. Do we have a plasma sniper that you could snag? No. Alright, stay on the coil then. I'm so poor. I need a GoFundMe for my weapon upgrades. Okay, if we want to go for the crit cheese, we gotta take talent rounds. And over here we need grenades, and maybe more grenades. Let me just get a quick refresh. You do have improvised laser, you do have improvised magnetic. We are not getting extra grenades from anywhere, right? So everything, it's a one-time thing. Well, except we can improvise more grenades. Or some actions, okay. I see a lot of open inventory slots here. Get one of those rare superior speed PCS on you, gets you to 18 mobility, so you can get anywhere, burn a bunch of guys, and then run away again, because you get the movement action after each attack. Also very tempted to throw some sort of speed onto you here. An advanced speed gets you to also 18. Do we have any sort of perception for you to make those rockets a little bit more accurate? Alright. Counteract your natural negative dodge. I don't know what kind of stuff we want here. Or do we want the repulsor on you instead? No, we probably want to be firing grenades. Well, you do have the extra actions with Salvo. You also have extra actions with Salvo, but you're more likely to be, well, I don't know. I was going to say he's more likely to be further away thanks to Javelin rockets, but his rocket launcher range is absurd. Decisions. You get the shredder gun, you get the fancy new toy.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace ready to deploy.
One thing we might have to do here, once Battlesuits finishes, is to shred some of the corpses for Ilium crystals, because we're so low on crystals.
Setting course for Indonesia.
Right, the guys from the mission have already recovered all their health. A heretic. Tech sergeant. It's a mission. We need XP. Let me see if I have a squad that has some gear available. Alright, so here's the squad. We got our hitman for the scouting. It's a VIP extract, so reveal start. I'm gonna bring Andy here as for trial by fire promotion, but also for some sniper support. And I feel like, sure, the Colt sniper rifles are technically outdated, but you know, can provide a little bit stuff. Then we have a close range hit squad here between our Stormtrooper and Buccaneer, and then some explosive and flamer support with the Geneva and the Combat Engineer. And that makes the timer, and I didn't have to go too much into that. I did build the stun lance armor, so we're now down to 1 Illyrium crystal.
Squad green to deploy.
And also, I built a couple med kits that only cost supplies, but yeah, we're also down a couple supplies here. I didn't want to bring any Master Sergeants because we have this coming up. This covert action is about to finish, which unlocks the Chosen Hunter stronghold. And more importantly, there's a high chance that we're gonna get a
Shadow chamber
mission.
now operational.
An ambush mission, right?
New objective added.
With the Shadow Chamber fully operational, we can use its advanced decryption capabilities to analyze the Codex artifact recovered by our forces.
Yeah, we could, but that also costs 25 intel, and that's not something I want to spend right now. And a UFO landing here. Oh, God, there's no way I can do that. Even if I throw like 4 Master Sergeants at this. Why is there? How far are we with a bond training? 2 days. Like this feels like this is definitely, if we want to do the mission, those 2 would be prime candidates, right? Well, either that or the grenade traps. But yeah, like our heretic has been really strong. Hijacker, of course, it is a hacking mission that would give us a scout. Do we have a good flame torch lying around? We do have a superior emulator. So you could bring Lugia for some burning. That's a strong baseline of 3 people. Probably Vandal to round it up. Three days, 15 hours. 3 days until the covert action finishes. If we get an ambush, we have some time to respond. Man, I'm stretching myself thin on personnel and gear, but this is like stopping a UFO from landing. It's just such a big thing. Okay, gonna waste some time teamwork training.
Setting course for the West African sector.
See if the game actually tells me, yeah, you can bring 4 people with a boost, that's fine, or if it's gonna tell me, are you crazy? That's never gonna fit on that timer. Alright. Hijacker and then probably Ranger. What are we doing? Slums. Could be a sniper. At least the Ranger would have a plasma weapon. I mean, that's so far we don't have the gear set in yet, but that's an easy boost. All right. Let's. You know what we're gonna do here? Unequip barracks. Otherwise, I'm constantly hitting those buttons. Let's just unequip barracks so I see where I'm at. Skulljack. Tactical vests? Wouldn't that be nice? Thought I saw them. Didn't I just buy a bunch as I was equipping that other squad? Let me get back to you on that. So One of you two needs that stun lance armor for the mobility. I think it's gotta be you. And I also think we're going with the flame scale vest. A little bit squishy. Blue screen canister, so we can deal with anything mechanical. Officer armor. I think over here we're gonna go with a good old standard Predator. Argument to be made to bring Shredder rounds in case we get something really nasty. Although, isn't one of your special attacks, don't you have like an acid rend, corrosive rend? Rats and ruptures by 3. I don't think we can rely on that. There's something big that needs to be shredded, like a custodian showing up. We need something that shreds. Or actually hit the Skulljack. That's just supplies and alloys, that's fine. I probably want 2 of these. Hypothetically speaking, if we were to bring a 5th person, can we still make it with a boost? Absolutely not. You have a willpower PCS for 20, so we would get 38 without it. If we had a combat rush here, I think I would give that to you. Never mind, you have neurosympathy, that's better anyway. Well, if we had a perception, I guess that would be the next candidate for that. I think that's gotta be good enough here.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
Chosen Advent and alien units that would graze a target with a melee attack will instead have their attack counted as a successful hit for up to 1 month. So this is any melee attacks get concentration. Yikes. Again, how often am I gonna get attacked by melee? We're looking here, 65 on the black side. Yeah, this is gonna be a slightly longer Geoscape episode again.
Indonesia.
Turns out if the Geoscape is in this dire situation and you're not running many missions, it takes a while between missions.
The elders grow fearful.
And there's the ambush.
Their ambush is a sign of desperation.
Commander, we've had the Shadow Chamber running the numbers. These are the tactical projections for our next field operation.
Did you think you were just going to sneak right on by? Not likely.
Alright, first question is, what's the timer on the ambush? 11 hours. What's the timer on this one? 1 day, 10 hours. Okay, so I was definitely way off with, oh, maybe we can finish this before we get the ambush. Okay, I guess we gotta hit this button, get our Haven Advisor out. Let's see what kind of squad we have for the ambush.
You were just going to sneak right on by. Not likely.
It doesn't look too threatening there.
Commander, you should be aware. We're detecting lost activity in this area. Our forces will need to be especially vigilant.
And it's gonna be a lot of coil weapons. I'm not even sure. Do we have a sniper rifle left? Yeah, I guess. Ideally, we want to have somebody concealment. We don't have. Well, I guess we have. Where we do. It's in terms of sharing gear, we can bring one of our mechs, right? We have that Requiem mech weapon. And hey, having that attack in a straight line thing might be nice against the Lost, and then again grenades? Maybe not so much. Maybe not so much with the grenades. What are we doing on the other mech again? Mech assaults. Question is, do we want to have a strike module or do we want to have a bit? We're doing just shooty stuff, right? Did I already give you trigger happy? Yes. I'm not sure if trigger happy is gonna work with this weapon. We'll find, I guess, you know, perfect time to test it on a mission like this. Alright, we got some sort of various scouting. Actually, let me maybe give you some weapons. Why do we have unlimited floater carbine and then a single floater carbine? I feel like something must have been screwed up with some patch at some point here. Cool. Your weapon is preventing me from clicking the right slots here. Did not actually want those innovative rounds. Alright, coil weapons are still good enough, right? Well, we'll figure it out in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.